Morning guys, so today's job, something else mechanic based. We're going to be working on this. So this is an old Ford 3910 tractor, used to be used by the water board, so that's why it's painted up differently. Usually these would be blue. Now what we've got is, we've got to get fuel tank out. So what's happening is, the fuel tank inside is degrading, so unfortunately it's clogging up the filters and everything. So the pickup pipe is getting like bits of metal stuck in it, so it's fuel starvation and not really running very well. So we've got a new tank that should be coming today, so we're going to get the old tank out. So we've got to strip all this down to get that out, and we'll see how we get on. So but that's today's task. Not post anything for a while. I've not been very well and I've been busy with some other bits, so yeah, we'll get back on with the posting, get back on with the editing. There's some stuff coming, there will be some stuff coming on this channel from some bits and pieces that I've done on our caravan. There will also be some stuff going on our other channel, which is touring with G&T. So that's going to have a bit more of the caravan based stuff, so bits and pieces that we've upgraded in there. But yeah, so that'll be on there. But today's task is getting on with that tank. First job, battery off, and then we get this bonnet off.
Hi YouTubers. I first started on YouTube.
Fucking mint.
Is it break time already?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Well, they've all come out
Hey.
without snapping. Bonus. So we've took all bolts out, holding all of this on. So they've all come out. There were only 4 of them. Now we've got to get these off, because we've got to take the exhaust off. I'll show you up there. Just about see it. Oh, exhaust up there. That's got to come off. So I'm going to take these bolts out, hopefully. Look at that.
Come on.
Look at that. Fucking mint.
Easy stuff. Put a duffel on it.
It didn't snap or nothing. Look at that. Oh, different size. No.
Well, come on.
Different size. Not on each one.
That's maintenance, running maintenance job, isn't it?
That's all. There we go. Mint. Happy days. Exhaust off. Now this has got to come off. There we go. So all in here, that's what we've got to get off. So that tank's got to come out somehow. So we'll start dismantling everything else that's in the way.
See it now.
I reckon that'll lift out when this is off.
Yeah.
That'll lift out, won't it?
Yeah.
That's going to be a 13, isn't it?
What's 13?
So it'll be we'll be better using that one on that gun, but it'll later come off the gun because it'll not. I don't know how we're going to get to them.
What?
Might take to do it with a spanner. To be fair, because they're behind the air. Fucking mechanic.
It's like what's in it? I like looking at it, I'm thinking, shit, this is a job and all. But we'll see. Might come out.
Fucking mechanic.
Meant to be worked on in the field, isn't it?
Yeah. Why they didn't make them all captive nuts, so you can't fucking drop them.
Well, that's for the cost, isn't it, welding all them on?
Oh, yeah. So what we've realised is that this whole plate here that holds the battery tray, that all runs across, I'll show you, and holds all of that tray. That's all got to come off. So there's 4 bolts down the back, so we're going to take them off. But there's an electrical connector that goes to a sensor on the battery tray, so that's going to come off of there. And then we've got to take the earth off of that, because it's earthed onto that bit as well. I've got to guide it around these feelers. Yeah. Right. So that's that off. Now then, what are you looking over there for? There we go. So now we should have enough space to get this tank out, but I don't know.
No, no, wrong one.
The wrong one.
It's somewhere there, isn't it? On the tank,
Yeah.
but it's solid.
I've got this one off. Yeah, that thread's turning. That's the one. Go on, turn that.
I can't turn it by hand.
Oh,
Just bag on the tank.
hold on. Yeah, that went loose then. I feel it.
It's still solid.
Hang on. Oh, I need a pusher. Pusher.
What's going off with that? It's quite a bit.
There we go. Shit that. How the fuck do they get this out then?
Rocker cover.
Yeah. So at this point, we thought we'd opened up a right can of worms. So we were thinking that we were going to have to take the rocker cover off, which we did. We did need to take that off at this point. But that wasn't going to be the end of it. So we were hoping then that that would give us enough space to get past with the fuel tank. But we weren't going to be that lucky. So let's see how we get on.
just angle it so you don't need a bit.
It's not a lot, is it? Yeah, in a different angle now. Coming round here, of course. Let's see what we can see. We'll get this rocker cover off to get the tank past it. Okay, so now we're gonna clean this area off, get all of the breather hoses and all of the electrical connectors unplugged, and get ready for taking this rocker cover off. We want to make sure that's as clean as possible so nothing drops into anywhere where it shouldn't be. Obviously this is a working tractor, so it's covered in all kinds of crap. Nice, so we're going to blow off all of this stuff that's on here. Now we're just going to get these 8 bolts out of this rocker cover and undo the breather pipe, and then we will get the rocker cover off, and hopefully that will give us enough space to get this tank out. Little did we know at this point there was going to be a lot more involved than what we thought, but yeah, this is the stage we're at up to yet. So get this rocker cover off and then we'll take the gasket off and get that out of the way. Hopefully it'll come out this time. You are fucking joking. You know what that means? Don't fucking come out this way.
No, don't, because we'll cut that out there. Sit in there.
Okay. Got some snips in there. It's only thin.
You don't cut that with snips.
It's plastic, isn't it?
No, steel.
Oh.
Grinder.
Do you reckon?
Mm.
I'm going to try it anyway. Can't get him
in. See, we should have drained the diesel out. We've got the diesel in it, haven't we, still?
Well, we'll do that. Drain it out of there now.
Mm.
Can't we?
So it's just that bottom that's holding us, isn't it? Why
Yeah,
don't you just
it's
make the
there.
tank slightly smaller?
God knows. Fucking idiots, man. But with him saying some of these didn't have a cab on, then you'd be able to get this straight off, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah. All fucked up, isn't it? Full of shit, man. Full of shit. There we go. Right, so now we've got to cut that bit of the bulkhead there where I've marked out with my fingers, so that it lets this seam out through, because at the minute it's still catching on the top just there, which is rather annoying. What the fuck is touching what? Why is that not going up anymore? Oh, that's against there.
I'll put another one there.
Oh, hang on. Hang on.
No, there's no more. That side's up and this side's up.
How much is it?
Quite a bit.
Alright, isn't it? Fuck, man. So at this point we got a bit fed up and decided we were just going to hit it with the angry spanner, get the rest of this bulkhead cut out so that we could definitely get the tank past. We'd spent quite a while on this particular section of the job, and we were both getting a bit fed up with it not coming out. So all of this area is covered up by the cowling, I suppose, that covers up the tank, and so we didn't really need to worry too much. We just cleaned the edge up afterwards and made it look as neat as we could. But yeah, got it cut out and broken off, and then hopefully it'll come out in the next clip. What's that trapped against now?
Put that cap on still.
Thank fuck for that. Fucking hell, you can hear it all.
Right.
You can hear it all sloshing around inside. Right. Good afternoon. So, bit of a curveball. We left off. We've got the tank off. That's all good. We had to take the rocker cover off to be able to get the tank out. We also had to do a bit of cutting around here, which you'll have seen earlier on. So what's happened is, this is the old tank. So see the size of the filler neck? That's important because it needs to stick through that hole there, which is the shroud that sits up against the bulkhead. Now the problem was yesterday late on, when we got this back out, well, when we got this new tank out, what had happened was, let's have a look, I'll show you. So this new tank is in here. So as you can see, the filler neck is nowhere near as long. This is also where the fuel sander is. As you can see, that's different on there as well. Now, this isn't too much of a problem because we can get a new fuel sander, so that's not an issue. We went back to the place where we got it from. Now, obviously, because it's such an old tractor, this is the only part. He found a part number for the one with the longer neck, but this is the only one that they could get, and it's not available with the longer neck from anywhere. So what we've got to do is we have got to cut this, and we're going to cut it off just above this return for the fuel, because there's a return on there. And then what we're going to do is clean all this up and weld it on so that we've got a long neck. So that is this afternoon's job. Get that cleaned up, get that cut off and get it welded on. Hopefully it'll be as simple as that. And then obviously we've got to get it back in, back into there. So what we're going to do, we're going to get that and put it in there as it is and just mock it up, and then we're going to put the shroud over it to make sure that the angle of the filler is correct, and then we're going to start buttering it. So yeah, all fun and games, isn't it? This is the two parts. We've cut the neck off of the other tank, and I've just cleaned up that top area there. We didn't see the point in cutting out that sort of interior area of where the new piece was going to sit, because with it just being a filler neck, it's not really that big of a deal. So we've got the welder out, and we're going to get it all welded together. Gives us a nice edge to weld onto, and hopefully get a good join. So now I'm just going to look down the filler neck, because the way I was thinking was, if I can see daylight through somewhere there, it means we're going to get a leak. So I was happy with what I could see, and that was it, job done. Okay, so weekend's passed and we've welded this up. This is all done and we've painted it. And then what we've had to do is, the fuel sander's different, so we've waited for that part to come. So we've got that, that's arrived. So we're going to put that in, and then we're going to put the whole thing back together. So I'm not going to go through that bit by bit. I'll put it as a time lapse and you'll see the whole thing going back on. So here we go, putting everything back together. First things first, we're going to get the area cleaned up where this new rocker cover gasket's going to go. And then the rocker cover's going to go on, and we'll get all 8 bolts tightened down. There's probably a sequence in which we should have tightened these down, but we've just been smart with it, working from one end and sort of working our way into the middle, and then doing that from each end. Got the breather pipes back on, got the tank bolted back in, and then we're going to start working our way through getting the battery tray back bolted in. There was 4 very fiddly bolts down the back of there, between the back of the rocker cover and the tank, so we get them back in, and then we're going to move on, get that all leveled up, ready. That bracket there is for the shroud that covers up the tank, and then we're going to start getting the fuel return hoses back on and just get all of those little bits and pieces tidied up, get it ready for the battery to go back on, and ultimately ready for running again. So we'll pick up with it when we've got everything back together, and then we're going to start bleeding the fuel through. Okay, tank's in, put some fuel in, so now we're going to bleed it through, and we'll start it up, see if it runs. Hopefully, fingers crossed, because otherwise somewhere we've gone drastically wrong. Bleeding it through on here, all you do is you open that screw there, and then it's all gravity fed, so it drops down through there, fills that up, and then fills this up, and now we've just got to wait for it to start coming out around here. And when it comes out, we know that it's bled through there. So hopefully in a minute will be good to tighten it back down. See, there's a little hole in there. You see that? Yeah, look. There we go. Happy days. We're ready. See what happens. Should be noisy as fuck, it's got no silencer on. It was sounding like that Bugatti.
Put some easy stop through it, some of that in that thing there. Just till it's running.
Oh.
Take the cap off. Might be tight. Right.
Yeah. And here we go, fully working tractor, off in the field, doing some mowing. So yeah, I'm going to leave you with these couple of clips, and that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, follow along for whatever else we get up to.